Yeah.
What's good, Shadows Gang? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, follow my socials, and yeah, let's talk about it. Sorry if I feel down. Just took a little bit of medication. My back is killing me, so for some drowsy, yeah. I was supposed to make this review last night, yesterday afternoon, and then release it last night, but again, my back started to kill me, so I just hold it off for today. But let's talk about the Royal Rumble, man. Now, actually, before we get into it, shout out to my boy Ed. Go watch the live stream he just did with me, Black Couch, and him and Reg. We watched the Rumble, and that was our live reactions. Um, and you can see my face and everything there. But yeah, man, let's talk about it. The Royal Rumble was something interesting. I don't know how to really explain it. It wasn't a bad show, but there was definitely a lot of things that I just didn't like. But let's start off. The first of all, the event starts off with the women's Royal Rumble match. Okay. Now, I gotta give respect to some of the women because they played into the joke. Now, if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know. If you don't know, well, ever since it was announced that the Royal Rumble will be in Saudi Arabia, I think they announced it last year or even the year before. I'm pretty sure it was since last year. People kept saying, and even I said this, that the women's attire will legit look like a Power Rangers, and they have a Power Ranger picture with all the Power Rangers to have ever any design of Power Rangers just all in one line. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy because the reality is that's how they look like sometimes, man. And some of them, I looked at their gear and I'm like, oh yeah, I think it was Ivory Nile, that girl. Yeah, Ivory Nile from the Creed Brothers and American Made. That literally I looked at her time, I'm like, oh, she did this on purpose. She had like this blue gold thing with a star on the side, and I'm like, that's definitely a Power Rangers reference. So yo, that was actually quite funny. So respect to the woman for playing all the jokes. And actually, not gonna lie, some of these attires were dope as hell. Now, I will say the crowd, I think it's about time we say this. I said this before. I don't know if I said it in a video. I think I said it in like Couch's video or like stream or something like that. Sorry, my beard's itching me. The Saudi crowd, racist. Now I know what you're saying. What do you mean racist? Ricky? They don't boo everybody. You're right, but they boo always the black women. I don't know why. The last time they were there, Jade and Bianca were the tag champs, I think. Yeah, and they booed them so much, and I was like, huh. Now we got Last Legend, who had an amazing performance, by the way, eliminating big names. She was getting overrated chance and Buddha. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's about time we just admitted they low-key got a thing there when it comes to black women. They on that racist shit. But it is what it is, right? With that being said, let's keep going. A lot of spots I liked, you know. First of all, Maddie, shout out to her for finally getting that gimmick on, eliminated Becky in like the most random way possible, in my opinion. Like they just were staring off, and then she just picked her up and just threw her out the ring, and Becky barely fought back. It was really confusing. And is that going to lead to a WrestleMania match against her? Because I thought AJ Lee was going to return, which she didn't, by the way. So it was kind of weird. Did that happen? That was weird. As a matter of fact, the only big returns we got was, well, Nikki Ben returned and Brie Bella, which is crazy because just a few months ago she was saying She's not back because her husband, Daniel Bryan, now known as Daniel Bryanson, um, is in AEW, which low key, I wouldn't put it past them because they're so petty. Like, as much as people like to say AEW is petty, WWE is just as petty. But hey, man, I guess they worked something out. Did you think they're going to win the tag titles? Let me know. I think that's why she's back. I mean, that's all they ever wanted, to be quite honest. And hell, why not? Give it to them. They were, at one point, the only tag team WWE had in the women's, even when they didn't have a women's tag division. So, yeah. But yeah, they only came back. Natty eliminated Becky, which is weird. But hey, maybe it's a triple threat with AJ. I don't know. That we'll see. And yeah, there was just a lot of good. Asuka took way too long to get in the damn ring because I knew what they was doing. Me, Couch pointed it out, and I noticed they were doing the whole every Asian superstar in there with Asuka, Io, and Kyrie. So that was cool. Shout out to Io with the yellow, looking like a Power Ranger. You know, and yeah, Rhea did her thing, got that pop she always does, man. And yeah, interesting enough, Raquel Rodriguez, who I had winning this whole thing until they announced that she has a championship match literally Monday, which is like, what was the point of being in this match? But hey, it's cool. Like, I literally had her winning this. She eliminated Rhea. That was pretty big, and that was cool. And then I'm like, yo, I know she's not gonna win, but that's a big deal. They've been pushing her a lot because she's been improving a lot. And it's crazy. That literally shocked me. But then Liv eliminated Raquel. And I was like, huh? I was like, tensions are gonna rise. Like, and I feel like I know where this is going. I think Raquel is most likely gonna win that title on Monday. And Liv's gonna tease that she's gonna choose Jade, but the reality is she's gonna choose Raquel. If Raquel doesn't win on Monday, she's most likely definitely winning it in the chamber or something. But we'll talk about that in another video or review or something. But that's what I think. But anyway, the match keeps going on. Number 30 ends up being Tiffany. I really thought Bianca was gonna come back. So that was somewhat surprising, but like not that much. And yeah, there was a couple other things that happened in the match. Charlotte accidentally eliminated Alexa. Roxanne had an amazing attire, the Kim Possible villain chick. That was pretty cool. And yeah, it was actually pretty good. I will say though, Liv winning the match was shocking because I'm like, I wouldn't mind if she won it, but I know she's not because why would she win it? But then she did win it. That was me. And I'm happy with that because Liv has earned everything at this point. Like, keep in mind, when she lost to Charlotte on that one episode of SmackDown, and that was the last time I saw her with pink hair and shit, I was all in on that. I'm like, I can't wait. I remember rumor was she was supposed to be Sister Abigail and shit, but she just came back in love with Lana and shit and all that. It was something. It was definitely something. So yeah, that was something. But little by little, we gave her the SmackDown title. They kind of ruined it by like having her tap out to you know, oh girl, damn, why can't I think of her name? Like I know what she looks like too. Ronda Rousey. Damn, shit. It's like it's crazy, but she's done amazing ever since she's came back from that arm injury and attacked Rhea. She's been an amazing run, and she's going to WrestleMania. I love this shit. So yeah, I'm happy for Liv. She got her moment. And correct me if I'm wrong. I even asked this in the stream. Has this girl ever lost in Saudi? Like, because she beat Becky for the world title in Saudi. She won the Crown Jewel Women's Championship in Saudi. Now she won the Royal Rumble in Saudi. Those are the only appearances I can think of her in Saudi Arabia. Is she undefeated? Like, someone please tell me, because shit, she's doing her thing, man. But yeah, congratulations to Liv. I can't wait to see what happens with Raquel, and yeah, I just can't wait because this is gonna be interesting. All right, then we had the match that everybody, I want to say, was looking for, but it was something. Basically, our boy AJ Styles and Gunther had their match. Now, this was a poorly promoted type of match because I literally went to work like the day before, and half of my friends didn't know AJ Styles was quote unquote about, but not even quote unquote, just retiring on Saturday. And they're like, wait, what do you mean? And I'm like, and keep in mind, yeah, they don't watch wrestling on a daily basis, but they keep up with it enough to know what's actually going on. My bad. Anywho, they they didn't even know. And keep in mind, they keep up with WWE enough to know what's going on, who's what champion, and what's happening. They did not know AJ was retiring, and I'm like, yeah. I saw them kayfabe wise. If he loses, he's retiring. Most likely, he's just gonna lose to retire. Everybody's like, dang, okay, cool. That's well, they weren't cool. They were like in shock because they're like, why would he do? He's still doing good. Like, why would he want to retire? I don't know. But anywho, we look at the match. Um, it was okay, I guess. I definitely feel like the Shinsuke match was better that he had on Saturday Night Main Event for sure. And it was cool. A couple of near falls and stuff like that. AJ at one point, I think, cut his like forearm near to his elbow right here, and it was bleeding. So, but luckily, nothing too crazy. But yeah, man, the match it didn't hit for me. I can't explain it. It I just can't explain it. It just didn't hit for me, man. And yeah, it was weird. Gunther, the finish was dumb. Gunther puts him in a sleeper hold, and then the ref does the hold to check if you're alive. AJ's hand went down, and he rings the bell. Now, let me say this first. I hate that. WWE don't know what they're doing with that because one minute I see a match in WWE where they do this, guy's down, he's passed out. Okay, ring the bell. The next minute they go, oh, two, oh, he's still alive. He didn't go down 3 times. Oh, the match is still going on. Like, I hate that. What's the rule here? Like, I just can't stand that shit. I really can't. They gotta make up their mind on their rules. Like, they're so inconsistent with it. It's actually crazy. But yeah, AJ passes out. Gunther wins. They didn't play his theme song for like a couple of seconds so they can have a shocking reaction. But then they play his theme song, whatever. You see AJ get up like he just got pinned. And he's like, what just happened? Like, what just happened? Like, what? You were just knocked out. And now all of a sudden you're awake. And it wasn't that long compared to like when the bell rung that he was knocked out. Like, and I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, I don't like this shit. And then it looks like he's like putting his gloves down, but then he puts it back on and does his thing. My thing is, do y'all think he's going to AEW? Do you think he's going to TNA? Me personally, if he is going to continue wrestling, go anywhere but TNA. Because even though TNA is his home, he is Mr. TNA. TNA right now will not be a good place for him to retire and do one last run. I'm not saying AEW is the best place. Well, to be fair, they did Sting's retirement way better than WWE done any retirement in the last few years. I'm going to keep it above. But I'm just saying you can go to New Japan, maybe go on an indie run. I don't know, but that's just me. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's really freaking crazy that that's how AJ's last match in WWE is going to be. We'll see what happens. The next match is the championship match. Oh my God, WWE, I can't stand them. Why was there a Rams truck during Drew's entrance? And the whole time you just see a Rams logo on the corner of the screen. Like, I get it. That's how you make your money with sponsors. But they act like they're broke. Like, I can't explain it. WWE and TKO, well, maybe TKO because I'm pretty sure they're like owe money or something. But WWE act like they're broke with all these like sponsors on these like things. It's like there's no way you're this broke. You're a $1 billion company. Like, come on, bro. But anywho, yeah, the match went on. It was the typical shit. Drew's dominated. Sammy got a couple of offense. Luckily, Drew retained. I was really worried that Sammy was gonna win. I don't know, but Luckily, he didn't. Listen, I like Sammy. I really fucking do. But he's not an underdog. He's not an underdog, y'all. Like, they keep doing this underdog bullshit. The dude won every title but the world title and even main evented of WrestleMania. There's nothing underdog about that. The only person that you can keep going with the underdog story is Rey Mysterio, because to be quite honest, it's still believable to this day that he could be an underdog. And he won a couple of world titles, goddamn it. 3 if I'm correct. But it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. But yeah, Drew retained. That was cool. Whatever. Then we get to the men's rumble. Our boy Oba Femi made his main roster debut. Well, back in Saturday Night Main Event, he did. But you get the idea. This is his first real big, like, event. Like, which, by the way, shout out to Oba going from facing Cody, who was the WWE champion at the time, to being the Royal Rumble. Dope. Then Braun Breaker comes out number 2. A masked guy attacks him, which people are saying it's most likely Seth, but someone pointed out that the dude had a facial hair to look a little blondish, and they think it's Logan. I don't fucking know. I'm sick of this masked guy shit going on. Like, we just got done with that, and we got Austin Theory, and it did not give the reaction they wanted, at least not for the live crowd. So I don't know. Maybe it is Seth. Maybe it is Logan. I don't fucking know. Who gives a shit? I'm over the storyline at this point because I feel like it's going to be a little too predictable no matter what happens, or not interesting for me. But yeah, Braun Breaker gets attacked. They put him in a room, and then Oba eliminates him. And, a couple of guys come in and out. Oba's just dominating the match as it goes on, and Oba was just doing amazing, man. Then one of my favorite parts was when Javon Evans and Trick Williams were all in the ring with Oba, and literally they just all like altered to each other. I'm like, yo, that's a dope moment. Because right now, if you look at the internet, they're all talking about those 3 guys in the main roster, and I love that shit. But yeah, Oba had an amazing performance, but his elimination was so like first of all, he kept having a face off with Brock, and they did it a couple of times, and I don't think they really had that much exchange against each other. Like, they didn't really do much to each other. So that was dope. But then he just gets eliminated by Brock. Just like that. Like, I think he wasn't paying attention, if I remember correctly. And it's like, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing? Like, oh my God. But yeah, he was just eliminated like that. And I'm like, dude, I think they're going to build up to Brock versus Oba, which I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind. I would like to see that match if Oba wins, because there's no reason for Brock to have that victory. Let's keep it buck. But yeah, but then Brock got eliminated in the dumbest way possible. This motherfucker Jey Uso comes out, talking about some yeet, 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 and I'm like, I hope he comes down that stage and he just comes in. No, he comes through the fucking crowd. The crowd. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a long ass entrance. It was so long that the camera turned. You see Cody and LA Knight work together to take out Brock Lesnar while Jey Uso's theme song is still playing and he's still getting in the ring. What? That's how we doing that? You mean to tell me Brock eliminates Oba like that, and then he gets eliminated by Cody and LA Knight while Jey Uso is still making his entrance? And then when Jey Uso, and then what pissed me off is when Jey Uso got to the near the ring, instead of him going in the ring and starting to rumble, he just starts dabbing people up. I'm like, oh my God, this dude is literally like milking this shit. And to be honest, that's because he's a mascot. No one really likes him winning and shit like that. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the kickoff show the day before. People were eating with him, cheering for him, and everything, right? Then the minute he says he's gonna win the Rumble again, they all booed him. And then when he went back to yeeting, guess what? They all yeet again. I think he's aware that the yeeting cannot leave, because that's all he got going. Because Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, he comes in, he just does Jey Uso shit. Like, he doesn't even, which is basically nothing in my opinion. It's basically nothing. Then Roman comes out after a long time. And oh my God, I can't stand Roman. Y'all know I never liked Roman. And everything he said recently, which is funny. He talked about he gave them 2 years to build a new star. Creative is trash. Which, which I got something to say about that, but I'm gonna save it towards the end if I remember. Stupid shit. It's just stupid shit. But yeah, basically, Roman comes out and he does this bullshit of like no, do not play the Yee. And they played the Yee song that he had text Jay, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It's like that there was no point of that. Like it was no point, you know. Jacob Fatu comes out. He does well. It looks like he was going to do something good. I don't remember him doing anything darn good. Oh, that's not true. He actually that spot where he threw Javon Evans up in the air and Javon literally jumped up as high as he could and he caught him. That's beautiful. That was a beautiful spot. I'll give him that. Rusev was there. Rusev was actually. I know. I'm not going in order or going the way the matches. But Rusev came out with his not all the time, but he just came out with trunks, and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't take him serious. That ever since he came with the shorts and AEW and back with WWE, I loved it because I'm like, it just fits him. Then he gets eliminated by Obo like nothing, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! First he looks like I can't take him serious. Now they're bugging him like I can't take him serious. Like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? But yeah, that was that. Randy came out later on too, did his thing. And him and Cody had a little face off doing their thing, whatever. But oh my God. Oh my fucking God. One thing that disappointed about this Rumble, right? And I understand why. Well, I do understand why. I just don't get it at the same time. Kid Wilson was not in the Rumble. Now I get it. They most likely don't approve of that men feminine shit over there. I get that. But when I started seeing the memes days before the Rumble, like 2 days and a day before the Rumble, about what they did with Maven and Undertaker, the drop kick where Maven eliminated Undertaker, they could do that with Kid Wilson and Brock Lesnar or someone big. And I'm like, you know what? They could. But they didn't even have him in the show, and I'm pretty sure it is because of his gimmick and all the feminine crap that the gimmick is. I get it. That's their culture. They're in their house. You got to respect their rules. But imagine that moment. Oh, my God. So that was disappointing that Kid Wilson wasn't in the Rumble. But, yeah, one thing led to another. Number 30 was Gunther, I believe it was. Yeah, it was Gunther, which I forgot he was in this match. I literally forgot Gunther was in this damn match. Like, I was just so pissed off about the age. I'm like, finally, all right, we can get through. Let's see who's going to win the Rumble. I forgot this motherfucker was in the match. So he's in the match, whatever. Everybody's doing their thing. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. At one point, I thought LA Knight was going to win it. Because I said, they need to do something unexpected. If LA Knight wins, that'll be the biggest W of all time by creator. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Like, and I'm like, dude, why? And also, what's up with Drew, Claymore, and Cody out the Rumble? Why does Drew care about Cody winning the Rumble? Why? Because if anything, that I don't like that, because that tells me that there's a chance Cody might win back the title. And the reason why I say that is because of the report that involves Roman, which, spoiler alert, he won the Rumble. And I don't like that. So that makes no damn sense. So that was stupid. So yeah, Cody gets eliminated. There, a couple guys getting eliminated. Then the final four was Gunther, Roman, I think Randy. I'm gonna fact check that as I'm talking because I'm pretty sure it was Randy, and Logan Paul. Which, why the fuck is Logan Paul always the last, like, 4 to 3? Like, last year he was in the final 3. Now he's in the final 4. I don't like that at all. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's like the dumbest shit ever. Like, let me fact check this right now. I know I should have done this shit before, but like, Jesus Christ, it was just ugh. Yeah, I was right. It was Roman, Gunther, Randy, and Logan. They were the last 4. I don't get it. And then before that, I think Jay was still in it when it was just 5 or 6 of them, which I don't like. Like, Why the fuck is Logan Paul always like? I get it. He's the big name. He brings value. It's Saudi loves him. Listen, I get the whole, he has a name, he has a brand, his fans can watch him. He's been in WWE long enough where all his fans know that he's on WWE. At this point, if they watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. So we need to stop this excuse of it's to get his fans to watch or it's to get his big name so people can watch it. Yeah, that made sense like probably the first 2 years. He's been here long enough to be like he's just another wrestler, right? Because that's, but again, like I always say, we cannot treat him like he was any other wrestler. Because if we treat him like he's another wrestler, he would just be a generic wrestler who will legit end up like Ricochet and all these guys. But he won't because of what his name brings or brought or whatever. Which to me, it just brought controversy and more drama. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, thankfully they get him out of there. Randy gets eliminated. I don't know if it was Randy or Logan that got eliminated first. I'm pretty sure it was Randy got eliminated after Logan, but whatever. Eliminated. I said laminated. What the fuck? Anywho, the final two are Gunther and Roman. Again, I did not like it because I'm like, is Gunther really going to retire AJ Styles and win the Rumble? Now, I know what you're saying. Gunther's one of the best wrestlers. He is. I agree. But Gunther does not need this type of run he's going in. Gunther's the dominant guy that wins championships, and you have to conquer to prove you finally won the big one. He should not be retiring the best of the best. Like, I literally said this in the stream with my boy Ed and Couch. I said, it's crazy because now no one's thinking of it like this. This man retired one of the four pillars and one of the faces of WCW, Goldberg. And then he went on to retire one of the four pillars in the face of the WWE, John Cena. He just got done retiring one of the four pillars, if not the face, aka Mr. TNA himself, AJ Styles. Like, what's next? You're gonna make him retire Brock? And then he gets to say he retired one of the best WWE superstars and a former UFC, one of the best UFC heavyweight champs of all time? Is that what we're doing? Like, I don't get it. So, but and also Roman being there made no sense. The motherfucker didn't do anything the last 2 years. Since WrestleMania 40, this man has not done anything that's been memorable. Nothing at all. Not even last year's match. It was all right, I guess, but like I think I liked it, but then like also it's like it was just too predictable with the Paul Heyman turn. Like so, and he barely showed up for that shit. It was literally nothing. Like he was there a couple of times, and he's winning the Rumble. Like what? So yeah. Anywho, like I said, Roman won the Rumble. Blah blah blah. It was stupid. It's stupid. Roman is a two-time Rumble winner. I don't get it. And you know what's so hilarious? 2015, they did it. They booed him because they didn't want Roman. 2026, he's getting hate now. Of course, he's getting more cheered now. But even the people that like him even are saying that there's no reason for him to win this shit. It's like the more things change, the more they stay the same. Like Roman, I'm sorry, in my opinion, he's one of the most overrated top guys in the company. What I mean by that is, yeah, he's a top guy, but if I was to make a top 5 or a top 10 list of the top guys of the company, me personally, I don't think I would put him in any of that list. Because in my opinion, he's just overrated when it comes to the big names of wrestling. Because that shit's just stupid, bro. It's just stupid. And it's like, I'm tired of this shit. So yeah, Roman's going to Mania. He's going to main event it again. Like most likely night 2. Because that's the thing. The only, I mean, yeah, he made event in night 1, but even if it's night 1, he's still the main event. He's still the main event. I don't get it. Can't remember the last time I didn't see this dude be in the middle of the card of Mania, like or be the third match of Mania. But it is what it is. It's whatever. Romans 2026 Royal Roman Rumor. Saudi Arabia is happy. Blah 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 blah. They're probably freaking all excited and shit. Like. I don't know. Literally, I think the best highlight, and I think the guys agreed with me, was the women's rumble and Liv winning. That was it. That was it. You know, the night started off good, it ended bad for me. Again, to me, I did not like the show Like, I like the show because it gave me cool moments, but like the bad is just so much. So yeah, this is like a 30. This is about to be a 30-minute goddamn video. I gotta edit stuff, and it's still gonna probably be 30 minutes. But all I gotta say at this point is there's no reason for Roman to win. Cody's 100% winning that title back. I don't care if Cody turns heel and has a good run. He needs to stay away from the title picture. You're the American Nightmare. Go for the U.S. title. That's the one title you never won. God damn it. Hell, do a heel turn and do that. Do some Homelander shit with that. Sorry about that. And I know y'all probably been hearing that shit the whole video. I apologize. Um, but yeah, it's like, who gives a fuck, man? All I gotta say is shout out to Liv Morgan, New Jersey. We up, man. You know, Fetty Wap is out. Liv Morgan won the Women's Rumble and is gonna go to WrestleMania. And yeah, and I can't wait to see what happens with Raquel, you know. And yeah, we're gonna see. That's all I gotta say. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll catch you on the next one. And let me know who y'all thought was gonna win. And let me know if you got some early picks for next year Rumble, which I know is really fucking early. But hey, why not? But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Catch you on the next one, man. Peace.